Hello everyone, this is the pre-market report video for today, 3rd May 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. In the last pre-market video, we discussed in detail about Fed Chairman's dovish comment. So, no US rate hike, no recession fear, and Fed is going to adopt the dual mandate policy, like future policy will be based upon the balance between the inflation and employment. All improved the global momentum. And hence, our Nifty closed on positive note. No surprise there. However, like to highlight the few things. First, day before yesterday night, oil price collapsed on the hope of peace agreement in the Middle East. In addition, after the Fed chairman's press conference, oil price went further down to 7 weeks low. So, this low price expects to increase the oil refining company's margin. Hence, yesterday, whole energy sector increased over 1%. Again, this low price also made all the paint manufacturing company to increase crazy, like Asian Paints increased over 3%. And finally, auto sector, again, which we discussed in detail in the last video, because of very good overall sector growth in April month, the whole auto sector also increased over 1%. Those were the positive contributors. On the negative side, there were two main draggers yesterday. One, Kotak Bank, two, ICICI Bank. Despite Nifty closing positive yesterday, Bank Nifty closed negative of around 150 points. In that, Kotak Bank and ICICI Bank each dragged 120 points down. Because yesterday, HDFC Bank was positive, that kind of trimmed the loss. Regarding the reason, 2 months ago only, Kotak Bank's new CEO was appointed. Yesterday, he resigned, which kind of raised the suspicion and crashed the Kotak Bank stock price by over 3%. Similarly, there was a rumor on ICICI Bank as well that their CEO also kind of waiting to quit, which in the aftermarket hours, ICICI Bank denied those rumors, but during our market time, it influenced on the negative side. About the institution, after 2 days of buying, again, FII turned as net sellers. Yesterday, the net sold for 965 crore rupees, whereas DIA net bought for 1350 crore rupees. As I said, I don't think this scenario will change before the election results. So, those were the quick takeaway from Indian market. Now, coming to US market, because of improved global momentum, all three US major index opened positive. In addition, famous mobile chip manufacturer Qualcomm and Amazon's quarterly results both comes as above analyst expectation. Hence, Qualcomm stock price increased near 10% and Amazon stock price increased over 3%. So, whole semiconductor and tech stock sector all were super positive. Nasdaq increased over 200 points. In percentage term, it was up by 1.51%. S&P 500 up by 0.91% and Dow Jones increased 0.85%. In case of VIX, it dropped another 4.5% and moved down to 14.5 from around 15.5 on Wednesday night. And all that US market positivity completely transferred into GIFT Nifty. At early morning today, GIFT Nifty increased very close to 22,900, but at 3 am it closed at 22,895, equating it with our spot indicating a gap up opening of over 100 points. In case of Indian ADR, again for the second day in a row, Wipro ADR closed negative. All other three, Infosys, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank all increased, especially HDFC Bank ADR increased over 1%. I don't know why HDFC Bank suddenly becoming positive, but just as info, yesterday, their board approved to raise over 60,000 crore rupees through the debt instrument. I mean, all these 60,000 crore rupees, even if we consider the NIM of 4%, will increase the profit substantially. So, that might be the reason, but 100% not sure. And another important thing to notice, as I said earlier, yesterday in India, ICICI Bank closed negative, but the rumor denial explanation kind of now supporting. So last night in US market, ICICI Bank ADR managed to close on the positive side. In addition to all these positives, in the aftermarket hours, Apple released its earnings. Their revenue and profit also did beat the analyst expectation. So, on the off-market hours trading, Apple stock increased to near 7%. So, that's all about the global market. Now, let's discuss about the India-related info. First, about Bajaj Finance. Yesterday in the aftermarket hours, RBI lifted their restriction on both their lending product, Insta EMI card and e-com as an immediate effect. This I consider as positive. Let's see how market reacts to it. Second, earlier I said some positive info about HDFC Bank. However, yesterday RBI announced that today they are going to conduct variable repo rate auction for 1.75 lakh crore rupees. I mean, we discussed this multiple times in the channel why RBI is doing this, because at present Indian banks having a serious liquidity issue from all the way back to December. So for every 15 days once, RBI auctioned max of 50,000 crore rupees, that too only for 3-4 days. Now today it's massive amount, 1,75,000 crore rupees, and for 14 days. Market might take this in both ways, like for 14 days banks is going to get the cheap money. On the negative sense, banks don't have enough liquidity to run the bank, so RBI is helping. Based upon which sense market is taking, bank stock will trade accordingly today. Third, Coal India released their quarterly results. Their profit beats the analyst estimation, and compared to a year ago, it increased over 25%. However, revenue dropped. Either way, because of result release, Coal India stock will be on focus today. As a summary, US market closed to super positive, and because of Qualcomm, Amazon and Apple results, now global momentum improved massively. So for now, GIFT Nifty indicating gap up opening of over 100 points, possibly fresh new all-time high value. Let's see. However, that positivity was not seen in Reliance GDR. It closed near flat, so not sure which stock is going to support. More importantly, Nifty is going to face the huge resistance at 22,750 to 22,800, which will be psychological as well. So that might create either profit booking like Tuesday or short covering like Monday. Then as per stock open interest, Hindalco Industries, Coforge, Indraprastha Gas, Pidilite Industries, HCL Tech, Ramco Cement and Kotak Bank got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, it's REC, India Mart, Bosch, Navin Fluorine, IOC, Dauber and Dr. Reddy's Lab got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating the long build-up. About the things to look out today, Titan, Britannia, Tata Technologies, Aarti Drugs, Adani Green and MRF are some of the major Indian companies' earnings results are scheduled to release today. Regarding macro, in the aftermarket hours, Europe's unemployment data, bi-weekly Indian bank loan and deposit growth data, and more importantly on the US side, unemployment rate, non-farm payroll data and average hourly earnings increase are some of the important macros we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, Nifty opened 30 to 40 points gap down and it was the day's low. Then it increased and most of the time it traded in the band 22,640 to 22,700 with little volatility, also closed there. Thus, on the daily chart, Nifty formed bullish candlestick pattern with minor upper shadow. So, we can say after the sell in the previous trading session has consolidated. And the consolidation is expected to continue further, but as an overall, the bullish undertone remains unchanged. Hence, in the short term, the trend may continue sideways with potential to fluctuate within the range 22,500 to 22,800. In case of Bank Nifty, it opened 120 points gap down and continued to be under pressure for yet another session. But on the positive side, it managed to close above 49,000 mark. Thus, on the daily chart, Bank Nifty formed small-bodied bearish candlestick pattern with long upper shadow, which resembles doji sort of candlestick pattern, indicating indecisiveness among buyers and sellers. However, still Bank Nifty is maintaining the higher high and higher low formation, indicating the continuation of the uptrend. So, the overall sentiment is positive, supported by strong buying interest. Hence, the immediate resistance is at 49,600 and a decisive breakthrough would signal a continuation of the uptrend towards levels around 50,000 to 51,000 with support at 49,000. On the weekly options front, the maximum call option open interest was at 22,700 strike followed by 23,000 and 22,800 with meaningful new call option writing at 22,700 strike, then 23,100 and 22,800. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open interest was at 22,600 strike followed by 22,500 and 22,700 with maximum put option writing at 22,600 strike, then 22,700 and 22,300. Thus, from the options, 22,500 is likely to act as an immediate support and crucial support is at 22,300 with hurdle on the higher side at 22,700 to 22,800 level. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.